Hey there Aeros fans, welcome back to another Aeros update. As this episode is going up, pitchers and catchers are reporting in Goodyear, and baseball will be back in Northeast Ohio soon. This week, Matt Hartong lets us know what 2011 Aeros players will be moving up in the Tribe organization in 2012, and we'll see how Orbit did tackling the tower. But we start in the lap of luxury with Aria Mirabile, who lets us know about the suites here at Canal Park.
Hello, Aria Mirabile here in the Suite Lounge. Some people might think having a suite at a sporting event is only for the wealthy and connected. But Canal Park offers an affordable way to provide fans with a unique entertainment experience. Vice President of Ticketing, Gary Thomas, tells us more.
Quite frankly, being in a suite, it is the ultimate in watching a game. I mean, it's like having a party at your house. I mean, look at it. You got your kitchen, you got your living room, you got a dozen seats outside, so you can step right out, watch the game, be captivated by that. You've got television, people just socializing, whether it be here by the kitchen or in the living room setting. You have your suite servers coming in, catering to your every need and taking care of everything for you. It's just really a super great time.
Another benefit of enjoying a suite is the menu, which offers food and beverage options not available on the concourse.
There's a lot of really unique items on our suite menu. We have things for a little bit mature palate, such as shrimp cocktail and a caprese skewer. We also have our traditional ballpark favorites, such as burgers, fries, dogs, sweet potato fries, which are really popular now, and a really great option is having a kids menu this year. So there's a lot of great options on that suite menu that is different from the regular concourse food.
The suites are a great time, but just because you're in a suite doesn't mean you can't experience everything else the stadium has to offer.
It's really simple for the fans to go down to the concourse and visit those other locations. We have great staff that will show you where to go. They're very friendly, and the concourse is very accessible. So all you really need is a stamp to enter in and out of the suite level, and you can have that ballpark experience downstairs and upstairs.
Whether you're looking to celebrate a special event or to enjoy a suite for quarter, half, or whole season, Canal Park provides several different suite packages to choose from.
Actually, while many people take advantage of just renting the suite for one game, a lot of people maybe go together, whether it be individuals in a neighborhood association or perhaps just various people work with different small companies. You can actually get it for the whole entire season. You can get it for half a season, 35 games, or a quarter of a season at 17 games. So the variety of packages, especially at the price, is so affordable for what you're trying to accomplish here.
If you're interested in getting a suite for the 2012 season, call 330-253-5151 to talk to one of our sales representatives.
Thanks Aria. Last episode we showcased players who made the jump from the Aeros to the majors last year. On this week's field report, Matt Hartong tells us which 2011 Aeros will be moving up and vying for a shot at the show.
Hello everyone, Matt Hartong on the Field Report. This week we'll be talking about the 2011 Aeros players starting their season in Columbus that will possibly be called up to the majors. Right-hander Chen Li made 23 appearances last year as a reliever for the Aeros, where he posted a 2-1 record with a 2.50 ERA. He went on to make 21 appearances for Columbus, where he went 4-0. Had an even better ERA of 2.27 and struck out 43 hitters in over 31 innings. The Indians named Lee their minor league player of the year, and Baseball America rated Lee's slider as the best in the organization. He will likely start the season in Columbus, but may find himself in the Indians' bullpen by the end of the year. The trade of Drew Pomeranz and Alex White has left a scarcity of left-handed pitching talent in the Indians organization, giving opportunities to other left-handed starters like Matt Packer. After finishing the 2010 season in Akron, Packer got off to a rough start in his first full Double-A season, going 3-8 with a 5.71 ERA in his first 16 starts. But Packer turned it around and went 6-4 with a 2.78 ERA in his last 11 starts. Packer has a good changeup, and despite not having any plus pitches, he's efficient in the strike zone, gets ahead of hitters, and induces a lot of ground balls. Even though his numbers weren't great, the scouts at Baseball America believe he will make his AAA debut in 2012 and could see big league action as a back-of-the-rotation starter. Right-handed pitcher Austin Adams spent his entire season here in Akron, his first as a full-time starter. Adams, a converted shortstop, is still raw as a pitcher, as his numbers reflect, but he has outstanding arm strength and a mid-90s fastball that has touched 100 miles per hour. After being elected to the 2011 Eastern League All-Star team, Adams will probably start the season with the Clippers, where he will work on improving his secondary pitches to complement his fastball. Another Eastern League All-Star, shortstop Juan Diaz, finished his year on the Indians' 40-man roster at the end of a solid 2011 season. Diaz will likely begin the season as the starting shortstop in Columbus after the Indians traded Luis Valbuena to the Toronto Blue Jays for cash considerations. The Indians organization likes Diaz's skill set as a tall switch-hitting shortstop who can hit for power, but he needs to improve his defense and the ability to hit the long ball. How soon Diaz has a shot at the big leagues will depend on how the situation with Asdrubal Cabrera plays out. One player who should have made the Eastern League All-Star team was outfielder Tim Fedorov. With the Aeros, Tim Fedorov tied the mark for the third longest hitting streak in franchise history, and when he was promoted to Columbus in late June, Fedorov was leading the Eastern League in batting average, was second in hits, and was amongst the league leaders of on-base percentage, runs scored, and triples. Fedorov continued to put up good numbers in Columbus, where he hit .272 with 15 doubles and 28 RBIs in 62 games for the Clippers. Fedorov will return to Columbus in 2012, and while he doesn't have the best shot at the Tribe roster, he does provide the system with depth in the outfield. Next episode, we'll be talking about players who are making their way up in the organization, who will likely be here in Akron. If you'd like to find out about these and other minor leaguers in the Indians farm system, be sure to go to IndiansProspectInsider.com and be on the lookout for Tony Lastoria's latest book, The 2012 Cleveland Indians Top 100 Prospects.
Thank you, Matt. Now we catch up with Orbit in
Where in the world is
Orbit from the Aeros.
February 4th. Orbit was back in downtown Cleveland to tackle the tower. After coming in 7th out of 8 mascots in 2011, Orbit was looking for a comeback year. Like an ancient Chinese culture, Orbit took up the practice of binding his feet to make his normally freakishly large paws get into sneakers and fit on top of the steps. The extreme measure paid off. This year, Orbit finished 3rd, shaving over 5 minutes off his time. The Cavs' Moondog set a new mascot record this year, avenging his 2011 loss to the Monster Sully. But if Orbit continues improving at this pace, he will bring the Tackle the Tower crown to Akron in 2013. Orbit's free for the rest of February, gearing up for a busy weekend March 10th and 11th. First appearing in the St. Patrick's Day Parade here on Main Street in Akron Saturday the 10th, and then the next day, he'll be at the Cavs game for mascot night. If you'd like Orbit to come hang out with you at your event, just call 330-253-5151 to book him today. That's all for this week. Last episode, we let you know what promotions are returning. Next week, we'll hip you to what new events and attractions will debut at Canal Park in 2012. Plus, we'll talk about players from the lower levels of the organization you might see here in Akron this season. Thanks for watching.